What's up? Welcome back to Southern Unscripted. We are on episode 6. Still can't believe we are making it this far. But oh my God, we have so much to catch up on and so many updates. So we're gonna get right into the meat and potatoes. First and foremost, I have been so freaking busy. Like, I have so many things going on. My hands are in so many things. Sometimes it feels overwhelming, but I have to say, school starting, I have been so productive. I think it was summer that was starting to make me depressed as far as like my schedule being so chaotic. It's like, how do moms balance it all? The truth is, we don't. That's the reality. So I'm coming out of, slow season. Typically June and July is slow season for me in the photography world, but I am coming out of slow season, diving straight into busy season. All the seasonal minis are underway. We have fall, we have Christmas. So many people get this for families, or if you're in business or you're a business owner and you want to send out like thank you Christmas cards. So I am balls to the walls busy when it comes to this. And remember in previous episode, I don't remember which one, if you've been listening and made it this far, I just talked about how my photography business was kind of shifting to branding. That I'm like knee deep in branding, headshots. Being a realtor, I'm around a lot of realtors, and so they need headshots. So that has been insane. I'm excited about it though, because my photography business is like an escape. It's therapeutic. Like when I'm in my sessions, it's even hard for me to document content of me, in the session, because it's truly a moment where I put my phone down, no distractions, and I just get right into it. So I'm excited about that. I need my creative space back, and I get to create and just imagine. It's all the imagination that comes with photography. It's like writing a love book or a love movie or an action-packed movie, whatever. You're trying to portray something. I love it. I'm here for it. Cool. So photography business, super busy. Then me and my business partner, we are really like honing in on like our ads for our design and our real estate and like bringing in more leads. And that is going to keep us so knee deep busy. Not complaining. I'm just so grateful, but I thrive on new and exciting things. So we started this new ad system, and it's going to be so beneficial for us, but like I'm so excited. So we have that going on, and then I know no one's talking about it now, but Mardi Gras, Crew to Hue, out here in Houston. So if you didn't listen to my first episode, I started a Mardi Gras foundation out here in Texas with my sister and a good friend of hers. And we're kind of starting to get into the busyness of it. The way that we run our Mardi Gras foundation out here is completely different from what I know with the one that we run back home. We put purpose behind it. We've partnered up with Thrive with Autism, which is an incredible school for autistic kids this school blew me away. I toured it recently in July, and I went help prep classrooms for the teachers for the school year to start. And like, the things that they offer, they're rebuilding the school down to like the gym floor, not having like a soundproof, no echo for the kids, because even echoing could be a bother to them. So I'm so blown away. I couldn't be more excited to be partnered with someone like this who really is just making a difference. But with all that comes so many behind the scenes. We have to set up silent auctions. We have to set up sponsorships. We have to make sure our tickets get sold. We have to create the production to make sure it's a good show that people leave and they're so excited. It was such an amazing show that they're definitely coming back next year. Like down to every detail matters. I will say we have an incredible team. shout out to GVP Media. They are one of our biggest sponsors, who are like they are a huge production company that does shows on a level that I couldn't even imagine. Like, they do Vegas shows, they do the Houston Sports Awards. Incredible. And we are so very grateful to have them on our team to make the best night of all in Texas. So I will be plugging information on that soon. So just make sure you go follow, start with following my Instagram page. And on my Instagram page, you can see all the things, the photography, the crew to you, whatever. Go follow. And if you feel like you can help or contribute, or you want to volunteer, or you want to be a sponsor, it's so great for business, the exposure that it gives. It's kind of like a really fun networking event the night of, just with a lot of drinking. So it's incredible. So more to come on that, but my life has been crazy. Not to mention, my daughter just turned 9. And she starts school the same week or the next week. I'm starting to lose track of my days. So we've been busy. Not to mention, I decided to remodel her room and redo furniture. And my garage is a mess. And her bedroom is not done. So she's sleeping in another bedroom for the start of school. It's like, when I tell you chaos, chaos. But that's what thriving looks like. I'm still thriving. I'm thriving. I'm getting it done. It's working out great. We're just going with the flow. Honestly, this is the first weekend in a really long time that I looked at my schedule and I have nothing. I have nothing to do. And I couldn't be more excited about that. Like, I'm just going to do stuff around the house. I'm going to catch up on my computer work. I'm just looking forward to doing that. And moms know what that feels like. Because, like, yes, you might be doing your laundry and you might be keeping up with that, but like, you can do other organizing things in your house. And then by Sunday, you go to church and you have a clean, organized house. Everything's caught up. It's the best feeling in the world. So that's going to be my weekend this weekend, which I'm super excited about that, to catch up on the balance that we never find. But anyways, so let's shift a bit. I've been getting a lot of requests, which I'm very excited for. People are starting to respond, see me, whatever the case may be. I'm starting to get some type of feedback. So we're going to just go over some feedback. I'm going to try my best to give you as much as I can and then talk shit at the end, but we may not get to talking shit if these requests take too long. Okay. Number 1. I got my first wild confession in, and it's a nasty one. I was like, oh my God. So let me read this to y'all. I'm reading all of these anonymously because I'm not trying to get nobody in trouble if you've done something illegal, or even if you did something that you don't. Listen, I'm not here to out anyone. So don't ever feel afraid to write in. And I think there's a way, or maybe I can set up something to where it's anonymous, like to where I truly don't know who it is. I know who wrote this one, but I'm not going to call you out, girl. Okay. Number 1. Here we go. My ex was taking a shower, and honestly, Lord knows what he did to piss me off, because he was a horrible human. And this was long ago, but maybe he had cheated on me again. So while he was in the shower, I took his toothbrush and I went into the toilet. I scrubbed the shit out of the toothbrush I scrubbed the shit out of the toilet with the toothbrush in all of the grimy spots. First of all, why is your toilet grimy? When I pulled it out, there were black spots on the brush. I simply rinsed it off and put it back where it was. I knew that was the end of our relationship. I never kissed him again. And now we have been divorced for well over 10 years, and he now has no teeth. First of all, I think this is actually something common that girls do, low key. And it's like a silent revenge. It's like, you take it to the grave. You know what you did. No one will ever know but you kind of feel validated, like you got him back. I would love for it to get back to him, but I doubt that's why he doesn't have any more teeth. I'm sure there's other reasons why. But yeah, that's pretty nasty. Um, no words. I would I would be pissed if it ever got back to me that my toothbrush took a dive in the toilet. I would be pissed. Let me tell you something. When it comes to my teeth, I am very funny about it. I don't like stinky breath. I don't like yellow teeth. They have so many ways you can make your teeth shiny and bright these days, and you can do it affordably. So I am so funny about teeth. So toilet water and the nasty, grimy mold. Ugh, gross. But thank you for sharing that. Hopefully this will encourage other people to get those wild confessions in. This was the first one, and I literally fell out when I read that. I was like, oh my God, because you never really know. Somebody's always done something and you never really know. You don't know what you don't know. But anyways, thank you for our first and ever wild confessions. As they come in, I will probably come up with a cute little theme of what we're going to call this and how it's going to be. We're just doing this together. This is not my show. This is our show. And I want to give the people what the people want. Another request is longer episodes. I know. Me too. I too want longer episodes. But like I said in the beginning, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I really don't, you guys. I am just doing this because it is so uncomfortable. And I know when I'm uncomfortable, I grow. I have grown so much from episode 1 outside of just podcast stuff. Like I've grown in areas of like me just not caring more on social media. And I've never really cared, but like my voice makes me cringe. My accent makes me cringe. It really comes out when I'm drinking. But it annoys me when people are like, where are you from? Your accent. I don't want to sound like that. I really don't. I don't want to sound Cajun. I just want to talk normal. I want the word the to be the and not duh. Like, I just know that I'm going to grow. Okay. That's the point of this. However, in the beginning, I had the nervous bug. And then, in editing process, things get clipped. I be pausing a lot. And so I clip all of those. Just when I think I finally did a longer one, I'm in the editing phase and I have to cut it and it's shorter. It's fine. We're learning. As you watch, you will notice they will get longer. So me too, girl. Like I'm that's the goal, to make them longer. I really don't want to go anything past 45 minutes, which my last episode did. But typically when you have guests, you're going to have more like engagement. So conversation will last longer. I hear you. I'm working on it. You'll notice they will get longer as we go. Someone requested do's and don'ts on fashion. Before I get into this, I just want to say, putting out my opinions of things is scary because a lot of my opinions somebody might not agree with. I may be roasting someone on something because I don't like it. So it's controversial, but it can be controversial or someone may take it personal. Please don't take me personal. I'm literally doing this because it's for fun and I don't even take myself too seriously. And what's so crazy is I'll talk shit and then next thing I know, I'm doing it. I'm like, gosh, I'm such a bitch. I was talking shit on people matching and here we go, matching. I almost asked my sisters to match pajamas with me the other day. I was like, oh my God, I'm such a bitch. That's going to slap me in the face because I'm like, don't match. But then I'll go match jammies with my sisters. But it's my sisters, okay? See, like I make my own rules. I follow my own rules. And my rules change as I go. So like, please don't take me serious. But anyways, do's and don'ts in fashion. I'm just going to do one little series real quick of the do's and don'ts because I'll be happy to bring this up as fashion trends come and go. But I need everyone to beware because right now, the football fashion is out. It's coming. It's scary. I'm horrified. Oh, why do you need a sparkly sequence football on your shirt? Like when did football fashion evolve to this? It's not giving girly pop. It's not. It's giving tacky. I'm sorry, don't come for me. The tacky football earrings that are like branded. No, just why you can't just wear gold? Gold or silver. You don't need all that. Um we're gonna go in on this one when it comes to Mardi Gras too, but we'll wait because I have a huge surprise when it comes to Mardi Gras and what I'm gonna bring to the podcast. But that'll come later on in the year. Um, yeah, the football fashion. Whatever happened to like people just wearing, like I don't know. I don't like football t-shirts either. Like if you go into LSU game, can you just wear purple? Does it have to say LSU? Does it have to have a sparkly football? Does it have to have a sparkly tiger on it? Does it? No, it doesn't. And like I guess I think it's tacky because typically football colors are colors that like in a normal day to day, you're not going to pair those colors together. For example, LSU, purple and yellow. When would I ever wear purple and yellow together? Well, because of LSU. So then it's like when you start to make it cute, it really just, in my opinion, becomes tacky because it's like, just wear purple with some white jeans and gold earrings. Gold qualifies for yellow. Anyways, so that's a don't. Don't do that. But do dress with accessories that can be reusable. Like, I'm not one that's going to invest in something that I would only wear once. Well, let me take that back. I do. I also don't like to be seen in the same outfit twice. But lately I've been on this kick of like making sure I buy something that can match with multiple things in a different way. We can dress it, we can casual it, we can it's a variety pack. It can do all the things. So do that. Buy pieces that can mix and match. Like back on the football. I might have an opportunity to go to a football game maybe once a year. I'm not going to go buy to fit in with the Joneses a football team shirt for one time. It is literally a waste of money. But if you go buy one of the colors from that team, you will probably more than likely get your money's worth and more uses out of the shirt. I'm using a shirt as an example than, the sparkly tiger. Although tigers are coming back for a trend. I don't know. You keep dressing tacky, girl. If that makes you feel good, I'm standing behind you saying, go tacky, go. Go tacky, go. Whatever. Okay. So the next request, y'all gonna love this one. So the next request that I am hearing damn near from everybody, which the people involved are going to think this is funny because I haven't told them. Everyone is requesting my sisters to come on the show. And I'm like, why the fuck would they want my sisters to come on the show? Everyone knows that I am the star of the show. But, people are saying, y'all are so funny. I would totally tune into that, blah, 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 blah. So I do have a surprise for you. It's going to be a bonus series of my sisters. It's just really hard for us to all be in the same room at the same time. Sometimes Christmas, we still have one missing. Or sometimes we go on trips and only 2 are available, 3 are available. So it's really not that easy to get everyone here. Plus, I only have 2 mics. And you guys, these aren't cheap mics. I'm not going to buy 4 for them bitches. But I do have a bonus series coming. I don't think this would be like included in the episodes, but coming November, It's going to be something fun and interesting and entertaining, to say the least. A lot of planning is going into this, and we will be at a different location. But just to dig into that a little bit, it's so funny that people want me and my sisters because we weren't always this close at all. I was literally telling my mother-in-law the other day, because she was in town last week, that my oldest sister is 52. She might be 51. Holly, don't come for me, but 52. So there's like a 14-year age gap between me and my oldest sister. I'm the baby, obviously, star of the show. So I don't ever recall being in the same, like, I don't ever recall growing up in a house with her specifically. There might have been a time. It was just when I was so young that I don't remember. I do remember going to like a house where she had already married her husband or they were engaged, whatever, and being there, but I don't remember that. And then I had number 2, number 3, kind of raise number 4, number 5. I'm 5. Number 4 is 18 months apart from me because my mom worked, my parents were divorced. So we have some stories, like some fights. We have some pretty good content to share. I even remember a time that actually what brought us close was me and number 2 got into a fight. And to be honest, it was so freaking stupid. We all have my father's anger and grudge character inside of us, I think. Then, not now. I think everyone's definitely gotten better. But her and I just had at it and didn't talk for 2 years. I wouldn't go to Christmas if she was there. She wouldn't go to Christmas if I was there. It was really sad. And the truth is, I see this a lot. Like, people come up to me, I love your sister, you're so close. I don't talk to my sister. Well, there was a time I didn't talk to my sister too. What brought us close? My father always begged and pleaded for us to all be there. And we were still stubborn. And we would just be like, fuck her, I'm not going, blah, 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 blah. This happened 2 years, maybe 3 or 4, which is a lot of wasted time. Like, you don't get that back. My dad got sick. And then he posted up in the hospital for 30 days and we were there every single day. And that was when we're going to have to talk about that story when he was in the hospital too, when all 5 of us were there. That's a good story. But it just came to me. Sorry, squirrel. Then when we lost my dad, that was like kind of a moment. We never rehashed out what happened. We never talked about it. We might have said, I'm sorry, but we just knew at that moment, we are never going to allow anything to break us up. It's sad that it took my father to die for us to decide that all of that is bullshit. None of that freaking matters at all. At the end of the day, all we have is each other. And so from that moment on, we have been locked in, stuck like glue. And I truly love my sisters so much. They are like a mama to me. They're the one space where I can go. You know, everybody gossips. Like, you can't gossip to everybody because it gets repeated. This is the place I can gossip. I can be myself. And I don't feel judged. They love me for exactly who I am. I think they feel the same way, which is why we love sister trips. I've sacrificed my girls' trips, my normal girls' trips over the past several years to solely take a sister trip. I feel like it's more important, and we love these trips and we have a blast and we're so glad that we do it. So just so you know, every family has their own shit. Just make sure before you blame the other person for doing you wrong, which I understand every situation is different, look yourself in the mirror, because I didn't have to be that much of a bitch. I could have literally just let whatever I was mad. I don't even remember, to be honest, but just let that go and not have lost time and memories with my family. It's no problem now. We're making up for lost time. I promise. And it was so crazy is me and my sister now have the crew together, the Mardi Gras crew. So anyways, tangent on the sisters. I hear you. I love my sisters and I think it would be hysterical too. I'm just going to have to lay down some rules for these girls because I have one who has a mouth like a freaking, y'all think I curse. God dang, she's on another level. But we will set the ground rules. I'm going to bring them on and we're going to have a blast. And I know that you guys are going to enjoy it. So everything that you are telling me, I hear you. I'm bringing it to the table and I am super excited about it. Okay, so the next request is another one that I have been getting a lot of DMs, a lot of questions, and it's time that I decide to address it. Herbalife. Inquiring minds want to know. First and foremost, I freaking love Herbalife. I said this years ago. I sold my soul to Herbalife. I'm going to bleed green for the rest of my life. So I need everyone to calm down. Okay. Never stop using the products. I can't function without the products. I'm literally like a walking dead. If I don't have my total control, if I don't have a lift off, granted, I like coffee. I rotate. I call it a cup of joy because I'm either going to have coffee or I'm either going to have tea. We don't know what we're going to get that day. It's a cup of joy. I don't even label it anymore. So calm down, guys. Herbalife is still a part of my life. However, it is not as big of a part of my life as it used to be. And I guess I can kind of go into why. First and foremost, how you do anything is how you do everything. I am a hard worker. When I choose to do something, I decide I'm going to do it and I go all in. I'm locked in. I don't look back. I sacrificed everything for this company. I disconnected from family. I disconnected from friends. I was missing all my son's sports stuff to build this business. And for those of you who are new and just coming here, the last 8 years I've been partnered with Herbalife. I went to the top 6%. This was my pride and joy, my priority, and I truly thought that I was going to go to the top 1%. I think so anyways, I sacrificed everything. And my husband picked up a lot of the weight. He was there for the kids more because he knew I was a hard worker and he always supports me in my endeavors. He's not always excited about the endeavors because he doesn't always agree with certain things, but he never would not let me do the work and find out for myself. So, I had nutrition clubs. I worked there 6 days a week. This took my energy. I would travel every 3 months to Dallas. I would travel once a month to Houston. This took my soul, okay? The issue was I just couldn't seem to find the right person to lock arms with to grow this business. Everybody that I would find, they see what you have. They see you grinding. The checks were fat, okay? They want what you have, but they're not willing to do the work. So it's like you can't sit there and say must be nice when you're watching Netflix at night instead of reading a book to like figure out why you move the way you move or grow through your traumas or have epiphanies. Like what are you doing to change? For things to change, you have to change. You on this same rat race, but you want more, but you're not doing anything about it. I have zero tolerance for victims. I have zero tolerance for lazy people. Like I never loved reading books either. And it's like in this business, they encourage you to read books. That's how you grow. It's like one of the best, this company is a personal development driven company because when you grow and you change, you grasp the vision a little bit more and then it makes you want to go a little bit harder and you're getting healthy at the same time and you feel amazing and you want everybody to feel amazing. I was all for it, but it was like I just fell out of love with building a team. All of this was at the top of the priority. I put photography behind it. This came first, okay? But the truth is, I don't like lazy people. I don't like lazy people. I would find myself micromanaging, which I don't want to freaking micromanage. I have a household to run. I don't want to micromanage anybody. I would just find myself not happy. And I had already worked so hard and went as far as I can by myself. The only way that I was going to make my check grow fatter was going further with people. And I just couldn't seem to find, and maybe it's me. Maybe there was something in me that hadn't grown yet to find that person. Whatever. I'll take accountability for that. I just couldn't find the people who are willing to work. Mind you, we're going through COVID at this time and things are changing. Herbalife prices are a little high, so sometimes, money is an issue. But I just fell out of love with that. If there's anything that I could ever count on, it's me. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to put my head down and grind. I'm going to move my feet. I'm going to open the book to figure out what's blocking my blessings. Like, I was always willing to do that. So I didn't like being at the mercy of my check's not going to grow more. My check's not going to grow bigger or fatter unless I have some people. Because I'm like, I am working so hard and I was stagnant, especially in my check. And I mean, everybody's working for money, So I wouldn't say that I walked away. Whoops. Caden's home. I wouldn't say that I walked away, but I would say it's just not at the top of the priority list. It's not at the top of the priority list. I have no intentions of building a team. But I will forever, the rest of my life, share these incredible products. I try to, keep up with it. And I still love the shakes. You guys, I had a banana nut bread. If the people that know, everyone that came to my shop, I had a banana nut bread for the first time this morning for 2 years because I went straight to vanilla on vanilla because I can do peanut butter some days, strawberry some days. I can mix it up. So I was very versatile shake. But I moved to banana nut bread and I was like, God damn, I still got it. This is the best banana nut bread in the world. And everyone knows I had the best banana nut bread in the whole town of Lafayette. I have a lot of people who will stand business on that. So there's really nothing about it. I still have products. I can still sell products. I don't fuck with the lazy people. I don't. And I'm sorry. I wish there was more drama to it. I would never join another MLM. If anyone would be looking for an MLM, I will direct them to Herbalife. I know a bunch of people would be happy to train you. There's nothing to it. And honestly, in that process of me sacrificing everything, my family, my friends, my photography business, my son's soccer career, because he was at the peak of his career when I was putting everything on the back burner for this, I learned that was so stupid of me. I did. To find the balance of I really want to put my foot down because I want something so bad that I'm willing to do whatever it takes. But I also was willing to do whatever it take. But I was willing to do whatever it took. But I lost moments that I cannot get back. So now I have my family first, 24/7. I don't care. It comes before every business. I will always, always, always put my family first. And then I have other things in order with that. I mean, God's first, family's second, but you know what I mean. So that's that. No, there's no juicy, nothing. The most thing I can say is I miss the people. I miss hanging out with some of these people. They were so inspiring and so impactful. My sponsor is actually one of my son's business partners, and I love to see that. It's like a full circle moment. But also in Herbalife, they had some leaders who are at the top 1% doing trainings that weren't even I was more qualified to do that than them. So there was their things, but every job has its things. You know what I mean? Overall, I freaking love it. I love them. I love them so much, and I'll never turn my back to them. They've done so much for me, my family, my growth, my wisdom, and go green. I mean, you could Google the number one nutrition company in the world and they're going to come up. So like, I stand on that. In the discussion, there's nothing else to talk about it. Okay. So I think I've said enough on that. I hope everyone sees this so I don't have to address it again, because so many people have been DMing me. Like, are you still doing this? Yes, I'm still doing it. Yes, I still consume the products. Yes, I still get a little check. I get a check every month from Herbalife deposited into my account. Like, it's there. I just sayonara to the team. Also, well, let's be nice. Okay. Let's be nice. Okay. So enough with that. Just recently went on a vacation with my family. That was such a good vacation. But just watching my kids, I'm starting to really see me and my kids. Caden is so like me. He is kind of shy. If he doesn't like, if I don't know, if I go to a new space and I don't know anybody, I'm shy. I'm not going to go up to anybody and be like, hi, let me introduce myself for no reason. Like, if there's a reason that I'm meeting you, then okay, fine. But I'm not going to be standing in a group of people and just go say hi. I'm shy. Imagine that. I know people would think they couldn't believe it, but I am. I'm shy. My husband is not. He tells everybody hi. He tells too many people hi. I'm like, you need to stop telling all them women hi, because I don't like that. But he's just friendly. He gets that from his father. Caden's like me. He's shy, except when he's drinking. He's not shy. Same. When I'm drinking, I'm not shy. I'll tell everybody hi. I'll dance with people, whatever, you know? So I saw that in him. I even saw my friends always tell me this. They're telling me something and I'll be in my phone. I just don't pay attention. I'm in my own la la land. Like, I don't pay attention to my surroundings sometimes. He's the same way, because I would try to talk to him and get his attention and he's not listening, and I'm still asking him a question and he's like having fun on the boat. He's having a drink and he's pointing, and I'm like getting so frustrated, but I'm also like, damn it, Sarah. Like, literally, this is what your people have been telling you all your life, and you never saw it until you see it in your kid. And then Marley, on the other hand, is Kyle 100%. I don't know if this is a good or a bad thing, but Marley hangs out with adults all the time. I mean, her brother's 20, and then it's me and Kyle. So she's around adults all the time. When we go hang out with our aunts, there's no one that we hang out with has little kids. So she hangs out with adults a lot. But we were on the beach. They were having beach games. She goes play the beach game with all the adults. Then she makes friends with the adults. The next thing you know, she's just mingling in the ocean with the adults. They're all drinking in the ocean, and she's just in the middle of their conversation, and they are loving them some Marley. That is so Kyle. So it's fun to see. It's fun to see your personalities, as parents and your kids. It could be learning lessons for you, and it also can just be like, oh my God, that's so sweet. But it was such a good trip. While I'm on the trip, I'm on TikTok. I don't have my Netflix. For whatever reason, we couldn't figure out how to get Netflix on the TV, because we like to watch TV to like shut our eyes at night. And everything was in Spanish. We were in Mexico. So TikTok was all I had. So I'm scrolling on TikTok, and the documentary of Amy Bradley comes out, and I'm like, Kyle, we have to get home. I need to watch this documentary. So I wasted no time. The second I was home, we put on Amy Bradley. And so now I'm down, because y'all know I love murder mysteries, and y'all know I love all these real life stories. Now I am down the rabbit hole of Amy Bradley, and I'm 60-40 when it comes to thinking she's still alive. 60 thinking she's still alive, and 40 that she's dead. 60 because I definitely think she was trafficked, and I think she is definitely being held at her will. But now that this documentary came out, like, I feel like since people are looking for her even harder, maybe they could just, unalive her, because people are trying to get to her. I don't know, but I do want to hear your input on the Amy Bradley because that's insane. Also, this is why I never went on a dang cruise ship. Like, I don't know, cruise ships, kind of like hotels. Hotels are gross. Every hotel is gross. I've stayed at some very luxurious hotels, and even those are gross. People are in and out of it, the germs. We're all using the same toilet. Like, if you really think about it, it's disgusting. Um, so a cruise ship, ugh, I know people be loving these cruises. Now they have some nicer luxurious cruises, and that Ritz-Carlton Collection cruise, that's that might be the first cruise that I go on. Sorry, call me bougie, but who doesn't like the finer things in life, right? And I should probably go with my sisters. That's a sister trip for sure. Um, but yeah, this is why I don't go on cruises. And right before this, they had the cruise documentary of like that time that cruise lost electricity in the middle of the ocean, and like the toilets were backing up and everyone was smelling feces. And oh, could you imagine? No, I have no desire to go on a cruise. None. I'd much rather go to the location, stay at the location the entire trip because you get to see more rather than a little 4-hour pit stop. So let's find Amy Bradley, guys. No, but I really want to. I want to know what y'all think. Do y'all think she's dead or do y'all think she's alive? That's what I want to know. Um. Also, I'm just like bouncing from back to back because I have so much to say. I just went on a girls' trip, so I know I've sacrificed my girls' trip. 6 years I've sacrificed this trip. 6 years. I was the type of girl that went on a girls' trip every single year. We started girls' trip years ago when I was in my 20s. Our first trip was New Roads, Louisiana. If you don't know what that is, it's literally like a lake, a pond with a bunch of houses on it. Some are nice, some are not. We stayed in the nice one, obviously, but that was such a good first girls trip that we kind of just kept it going. But, when I got into Herbalife, I kind of just put everything on the back burner, and I just really honed in on trying to build business and build something for myself. So I haven't gone on a girls trip. But, recently I also mentioned I had a life coach, and I've just been trying to, find this balance and doing things for myself, because as a mom and a wife, you put everybody's needs in front of your own. I know a bunch of women can relate to this. It's not intentional. Like, I want to do things for me. It's like I either don't have time because I have to do everybody else first or whatever. So I think it's important to find time. One of my best friends that was on this trip, she lives about an hour and 40 minutes away. There's two of us here in Texas, and then the other two were coming from Louisiana. Her and I were talking. I was like, I need this. I just need to go and have fun. When I went on the trip, I even set my intentions. I was like, all I want to do is have some belly laughs. I haven't, when you go out with your friends and at the end of the night, you're at the house making late night snacks and you just laughing your ass off, where you're crying and you're rolling on the ground. And it's really only fun in that moment, because if you try to tell the story to somebody 2 days later, they're going to be like, what? It's not that funny. It was hilarious. You know what I mean? That's what I wanted. That's literally what I wanted to get out of it. And boy, let me tell you, I got exactly that. Like, the first night we had one of the new moms, because when I say new mom, we have two of the moms. I'm going to be one of them. Two of the moms, let me say that again. Two of the moms, which one is me, that have older kids. Our babies are like 9, 10. Okay. And then we have two moms who have brand new babies. One, right? So obviously, one mom, her alcohol tolerance isn't what it used to be, which she was the one that can handle it. So it's actually refreshing to see her not handle it, because we've always gave her a hard time. Like, you're never drunk. You're never drunk. And she never feels it, blah, blah, blah. And we were in the room for 10:30, honey. Like, we had to tuck her in bed. And it's just, fun. She was throwing up outside of the Uber. I'm not going to say no names because I surely don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but she was throwing up outside of the Uber. And do you know they charge $180? They can, at least, on, if you mess up their car or whatever. So I have me and the other mom who has the older kids. We got one mom tucking her in the bed. Then me and this other mom are buying water out of the lobby to go pour it on this man's car so he doesn't charge us. Thankfully, he didn't. And we're just like, I'm so sorry. She's just a new mom trying to have fun. That was like the theme. Just a mom trying to have fun. That's all we want. So that was fun. Then we laid by the pool the next day, all day long. And then the next night we went to the Astros game. That was another fun night. We went to Woodrow's after and we started ordering buckets of beer. The beer was just flowing. And then they would have people who would buy us more beer for our bucket when we said we were about to leave. And then somebody else would buy us, more. So then next thing you know, we're riding in the city. They have those, it's not a scooter, but it's like the bicycles with the seat hatch on the back and you can just ride. We paid $65 for one of those first round, which was ridiculous. So then the next round, I was like, I got to hustle these guys. I was like, all I got is $30. He was like, perfect. They charge what they want. They look at you and they're like, oh, I can charge big right here. It's crazy. But anyways, I don't know what happened, but we were just having fun. They got music playing on these little bicycles, and it's in Texas. You got the Texas music, like the Bun B and the Zero, and that's what they playing, which is really our roots. All four of us moms, that's our roots. Call it ghetto, whatever, but like that's what we grew up on. And then Boosie, we were playing Boosie and Webby. Like, we might be too old to be acting like this, but who cares? We were having a blast. My friend captured me doing something absolutely ridiculous, and it's on my TikTok, by the way. You should check it out. But we died laughing at this video of me over and over. I mean, crying. We're eating pizza in the hotel, crying. But all of this to say, don't neglect your girls' trips. Every woman needs that. It's a good reset. Like, you're doing the best you can. You're an amazing mom. You're an amazing spouse. Like, but you need time for you because you're doing it. And I needed that so bad. Granted, it might be another 6 years before I go hang out with these bitches, but I lie. I can't wait that long because that shit was fun. But I encourage you. Do the girls' trip. Go do something fun for yourself with somebody who can truly make you laugh and bring joy to your life. My friends did that. By the way, shout out to one of them. She's a single mom. I can't even commend her enough because she raises her kids by herself. She gets no help from the baby daddy. God knows where he's at. We don't even know. But like, she don't bitch about it. She takes her responsibilities, grabs it by the balls, and she goes for it. She doesn't spend the rest of her life talking shit on her baby daddy because he's a shitty person. He's a shitty dad. That is wasted energy. Nor does she try to chase him and chase him and chase him to pay his child support. Like, she literally gives it to God. She takes care of kids, and she has no, I'm not gonna say she has no stress. We all have stress, but like, she just handles it. I see too many women on Facebook, people that I know very well, that constantly feel the need to go and write how shitty their baby daddy is, how much they suck. They just want to, speak so ill on their name. Constantly trying to chase them for child support, and you are wasting your life doing that. Let me remind you something just real quick. You chose that shitty person. If you didn't see the red flags ahead of time, I am sorry. But you are wasting your life and time and energy to just be angry. You need to find a way to forgive this person for being so shitty. Life is not fair. It's very unfair. Just remember, you chose this person, And just keep being there for your kids. Don't speak ill on it. Don't chase them for money. Give it to God. Pray about it. And that's it. And I just have to commend her. Shout out when she hears this. She knows exactly who the fuck she is. Um, you need to do a training on all these women who are single moms and have shitty dads. Like, cause she she don't complain. She don't complain about it. She just does it like easy. And I'm like, that's my bitch. That is my bitch. So yeah, girls trip was freaking amazing. Um but on a real note, while I'm thinking, how do women and girls truly afford all this skincare or girl maintenance? I've been like trying to piece, I do everything myself. I lash lift myself. I wore lashes for 4 years. Let me get my phone. Let's see. It was $50 every 2 weeks. So that's $100. 100 times 12, that's $1,200 times 4. That's $4,800. 4 years. For 4 years, I spent $4,800 on lashes. That is ridiculous. That is not including the facials, the dermaplaning, the Botox, the fillers. The nails are so expensive. When I first started getting nails, high school prom, they were $26 for some acrylic. How are these girls who are so like, some of them are, without me trying to be mean, broke. I wasn't trying to say broke, but I guess that's the only way that I could describe it. Like they're seriously broke and they're spending this much on lashes. And I know I've already talked about it, but the lashes out here in Texas are out of control. They just too thick. They remind me of Miss Piggy on the Muffet. Like you can't see your eyes because there's so many. There's so many. It's like huge. Back home, the $4,800 I spent in 4 years, they were at least natural looking. But even back, when I look back, I'm like, girl, why you did that? You wasted $4,800. So I try to do everything myself. I got a skin pin. I microneedle myself. I lash lift myself. I do whatever I can to treat myself. I do my toes. I'll go get my nails done. That's my treat to myself for working hard all the time. But I don't even like doing that, if I'm being honest. If I could do that myself and make them come out this good, I would. Because they piss me off every time. The language barrier is just so bad. And I don't have time to sit there so long. Like I just need to run in and run out. It should literally only take me 45 minutes. All I do is dip. 45 minutes, I should be in and out. But anyways, that's a tangent for another day. I'm just really trying to figure out how people afford this. That's what I want to know. And it even more so makes me upset how women just want to go have a rich man so he could pay for all these things instead of you just like going work hard. Like it's so much better when you get to pay for yourself. But how? How are you paying for all these things? Skincare is expensive. Like if you're getting a medical grade skincare, you getting let me say this a little better. Skincare is very expensive. And I use Zoe, which is one of the more expensive skincare. I'm going to spend money on that because I've struggled with acne all my life. I finally found something that literally makes my skin feel and look amazing. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? But I'm going to be frugal and do my own feet. It don't make no sense. But everything costs so much. What are guys spending money on? Golf, which is also a very expensive hobby, sorry. I don't know. It's very expensive to be a girl. And I just wish we're going to take that out. Take all that out. Even more so, it's like I want all the things. I want the hydrofacial. I want the dermaplane. I want the filler, the threads. My guest from last week, everything that she offers, I want. But like, I don't understand how people afford that all the time. Like, I do pretty well for myself, and I'm still like, God damn. I just want to be young, and I just want to be pretty, and I want to do it on a tight budget. Okay? Is that too hard to ask? Speaking of, like, health. I went on a salad tangent this past week, and I was just trying to make some really fancy salads, and it's so expensive to make salads at home. Like, you want the good arugula, you want some raspberries and blackberries, you want some goat cheese. Mind you, that lasted me 1 week. I say 1 week, 4 days. Used it all 4 days. It's so expensive. It's like the world is unhealthy. They're more concerned about their looks and their bags. That's another thing. Like, how do all these women afford all these bags? They got a man paying for them, or are they fake? Which, why do you need a fake bag? Because it's like when you're wearing a luxury bag, it's loud. It's giving, I spent money on this, right? So why would you want a fake one if you can't afford a real one? Because it's giving like, ooh, I spent money on this, right? And I have a perfect story for this because I bought a fake bag one time. It was like one of those one-on-one ratios. This is me trying to keep up with the Jones because I want a nice bag. It's a hysterical story. Gucci bag. Got it. Not real. It's just like higher quality. What they say. They probably saying that just so you can buy the bag. I came to Houston, Galleria. We were staying at the Houston Galleria Hotel so we were walking through the Galleria or whatever. It was me and my husband. We were here for an event. This was when I lived in Louisiana, but we were here for the event. And I had the Gucci bag. It had an extra strap, so I like strapped it over my shoulders. Like it's a clip-on strap that you can use it to where you just hold it as a handbag or you have it on a big strap. I put it on the strap so I didn't have to hold the handbag while we walked through the Galleria. And I'm literally passing in front of the Gucci store. The clasp or the hook of the strap breaks. The whole bag falls on the ground. I look back because me and my husband had a drink, so he's buzzing. I look back and he's dying laughing. It's so embarrassing because a real Gucci bag shouldn't break like that. Also, my guilty conscience because I know this is not a real Gucci bag. That was the moment I said, who am I? Who am I trying to be? Like, I put the Gucci bag up and I never, ever bought a fake bag ever again. It was a moment where I had an epiphany. Like, if you can't afford to buy it, you don't need it. You don't need it, girly pops. You don't need to keep up with the Joneses. It doesn't make you look cooler. Matter of fact, my little Target purses make me look cooler and get plenty of compliments. So let's normalize not having to keep up with the Joneses or normalize. Yeah, I said that right. It's kind of out of control, like how are they affording it? That's what I want to know. Like, you'll see these broke bitches who got a podunk car and they got trash bag taped for the window in the back seat, but they got them a Louis. They sure do. They walking around with it. It's like, come on, guys. Let's get back to reality. But anyways, I went on a tangent with that. I was really just supposed to focus on the skincare and the maintenance. But I mean, there's a lot of maintenance that comes into being a girl. Even the clothes, the expensive clothes. Shout out to Fashion Nova. They should sponsor me because I wear Fashion Nova. It's like a higher end sheen that I'm still getting nice quality stuff. But instead of spending $2, I'm spending $50. You don't have to keep up with the Joneses. Like, you don't have to. But anyways, I am probably going to wrap it up right there. I hope this was a longer one for you guys who complain. I'm just kidding. You aren't complaining. I want the feedback. I can totally take constructive criticism. So please don't ever feel like you can't confront me. Am I unapproachable? That's something I'd love to ask. Am I unapproachable? I know I look like I'm a bitch and like resting bitch face, but I am really happy. I swear I am. I don't know why I have that look on my face. I don't know, but you can approach me. You can constructive criticize me. You can, like, I can take it. Like, those things don't bother me at all. So, please give me all the feedback you can. Next week's episode, I have a special guest, someone I love, someone who saved my life. He just doesn't know it. I'm sure he knows it, but we'll talk about that. We'll dig into that on the episode. Super excited about it. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe. Again, we're on TikTok for teaser clips. We're on YouTube for a full video if you prefer watching a video. And then we're on Apple Podcasts and Spotify for audio. Yeah. I hope y'all have an amazing weekend. And don't forget to listen to the Breakfast Jam on Friday mornings back in Louisiana. I swear to God, I cannot, I'm going on a tangent again, but I cannot not listen to Breakfast Jam. I go to the gym so quick and I work out so good when I have that music on. If you haven't experienced Breakfast Jam or you're here in Texas and you want to experience Breakfast Jam, just write it in. I will give you the link how you can listen to it. You will not regret it. And it's my people that I love dearly. So yeah, make sure you follow, like, subscribe, all the things. And I'll catch you next time. See ya.